Man, this is one of the most saddest, sorriest cases I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. This is some sad. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. This young man, Zion Williamson, this girl has been after this man, tearing him down on the internet, trying to humiliate him, and basically uh, damage his career in any way she can since the moment he dealt with this woman. And now this is her latest act is that she has that he raped her. I'm sorry, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't care who don't like it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he raped her. I believe that this is a ploy to get money.
That's what I do it for. You know I got motion. Even though I be joking, get to the bag. Got me waking at 4-something. It's deep as the ocean. Been through the fire. It's gotta be wide. Pushing me, burning inside. Kept me alive. When I would've gave up, I would've never survived. I do it for legacy.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining. Check it out. My first episode. The name of the podcast is called We Gotta Speak On It. You already see it. You see it. I go by the name of Quay for those who don't know. You know, we had a podcast called Gumbo Talk. This is my first episode, solo dolo by myself. So I'm ready to embrace this journey to the fullest. You know, there's a lot of stuff we got to speak on, man. I named it We Got to Speak On It because there's a lot of stuff that we got to speak on. You know, stuff upside down. Stuff is, I mean, what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. It's a lot of stuff that's out of whack. So I feel like the more people that can bring a balanced perspective to the conversation, the more people that can do it need to do it. People need to speak up and stand up. This is the time for it. This is the time for it. What better time it is than now than to get your voice heard? So I'm going to do my part. You dig? I'm built for this. I'm built for the challenge. And I would challenge anybody else to step up. If you want to join me, have a conversation with me, hit me up. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way in. And on your way out, hit the like button. Holla at your boy, man. Support. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, bro, it's a lot of things I'm gonna talk about on this podcast. A lot of different topics I'm gonna touch on: politics, race, religion, you know, anything, sports, whatever I feel necessary at the time of current events. I'm gonna break it down from a rational perspective. That's my motto: a rational perspective. You know, I don't claim to be some self-proclaimed genius or some millionaire or something like that. Nah, I was a CMB student, so I see stuff from a normal perspective. I just analyze it. I just take the time to look at it, and I make a serious analysis and conclusion based off of seeing it from a position of both sides. You know, I try not to get caught up in that web of being biased and only seeing things one-sided. It's important that we keep our eyes open and keep our mind open, man, and be able to see things like that, because it's easy to get caught up in this left, right, all these different talking points, liberal, conservative. It's so easy to get caught up in that stuff, and you find yourself following news, following media, or following talking heads that's going to just constantly cater to that ideology. So you don't even know the alternative thought because you haven't even went over there to hear what they're saying. Well, a person like myself, I follow both trains of thoughts. I listen to the conservatives. I listen to the liberals. I listen to the Democrats. I listen to the Republicans. And in the end, I make up my mind of what I feel about it and what I think is right on my own. I make my own decisions. I'm a true free thinker. I challenge everybody watching this podcast to do the same. You know what I mean? Anything that I say, research it. Anything that I say, I want you to don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself and verify what I'm saying is true. Or if I'm just giving my opinion, feel free to challenge my opinion. I'm open to hearing what you got to say in the comment section. You hear me? But yeah, man, one thing about doing a podcast too is when you make a decision to start voicing your opinion, it can be some people that's going to get offended. There's a lot of sensitive people in this world, and I had to learn that the hard way. So when you start to speak and say your thoughts about things, it might offend somebody else. And I'm going to tell anybody listening right now, it's not my intention to offend anybody. But if I feel the way, I'm going to say how I feel. And if you have if you want to ask me about it or challenge me on it, we can have the conversation. But the intention is never to hurt or offend anybody. At the same time, though, I understand and I take on the responsibility that I can't make everybody happy. I won't even try. I'll just be me, and the chips will fall where they may. You heard me? Look, listen. I've been married for 23 years. I've been married for 23 years. So I ain't been in these streets like some folks. But I tell you one thing. I know a little something about being married. I know a little something about relationships. And I understand what it takes, the work that goes into it. So when it comes to relationship conversation, I plan to have some great conversations and give you guys my perspective on that. When it comes to, like I said, whether it be politics, sports, I'm a sports fanatic, you know. These are different things and different avenues that I can play around in because I have so much experience in these areas. So I plan to share and have conversations from a realistic point of view. Like I say, I'm not a person that's going to be up here thinking that I know it all. But I will say, if I speak on it, you better believe I did some research on it and I thought about it long and hard before I say it out my mouth. And, that should be good enough for most people. The ones who going to rock out with me, and I appreciate you ahead of time, But yeah, man, former athlete, I played football. I work out a lot. I talk about fitness and health a lot. That's important to me, fitness and health. So if you're watching my content, I'm going to often refer to things about fitness and health because that's some of the most important conversations that we got to have. Everything else is a distraction. We got so many distractions around us right now that we don't talk about the stuff that matters the most. Fitness, your fitness level and your health is by far more important than a lot of things that a lot of people are focusing on right now on the internet or on social media. What are you doing to get yourself healthy? Let's talk about it. We're going to be talking about it. I've been around for a while. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. And I plan to share some information with y'all and talk to y'all for a long time on this podcast. I welcome you. I thank you. Let's get it popping. So I'm looking at this situation with Zion Williamson. I want to talk about Zion Williamson. Anybody who watches basketball, NBA basketball, you know who Zion Williamson is. Played for my New Orleans Pelicans. I'm from New Orleans. If I didn't mention that, I'm from New Orleans. I'm a Saints fan. I'm a Pelicans fan. You dig? Zion Williamson plays basketball for my Pelicans. And you got this woman, man, that accused him of rape. Man, this is one of the most saddest, sorriest cases I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. This is some bullshit. This young man, Zion Williamson, this girl has been after this man, tearing him down on the internet, trying to humiliate him and basically damage his career in any way she can since the moment he dealt with this woman. And now this is her latest act, is that she has that he raped her. I'm sorry, but I don't believe it. I don't care who don't like it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he raped her. I believe that this is a ploy to get money. All she's trying to do is make his life miserable and get money. As a matter of fact, she said that. She actually said that she was going to make his life miserable. And when you have a woman scoring like that, a woman that has a vendetta and all she want to do is hurt you, that's a terrible situation to be in for a young man. And I feel for Zion because, man, I'm going to tell you something. Zion has had it hard since he started in the NBA. Since he came into the NBA, he has had it hard. And I'll be the first to tell you, as a Pelican fan, I was disappointed from this man from the jump. He's been hurt. He's been injured. He doesn't seem to want to do the workout, the sacrifice that it takes to keep his weight in check. He's overweight constantly, and he's getting hurt because of it. So my thing was, bro, if you're not hungry enough, if you don't want this gift, that you got all the talent in the world, You're on the NBA team making a lot of money. If you're not motivated to eat right and work out, what would it take for you to get motivated? So I became frustrated with Zion, man. I wanted the Pelicans to trade Zion. I'm still cool with their trading, to be honest with you, but we got him on the team, so I'm going to support him while we have him on the team. But it's got to be hard for Zion. I will say that, because dealing with what he's been dealing with in the media, with the Pelicans, and everything with the injuries, now to turn around after this girl then publicly humiliated him in the past before. Now the rape allegations. He's constantly in the media for the wrong reasons. So this got to be stressful on a young man. It's got to be stressful. But I get it, man. You get a lot of these young guys, they in college, never been with a woman before, let alone a beautiful woman. And this woman, Mariah, whatever her name is, she's not even beautiful. That's another story right there. But they never even been with a woman before, let alone a beautiful woman. This girl Zion was messing with was a porn star, is a porn star, whatever. And now he got tangled up with this woman who's money hungry. She appears to be a little bit off, like she's bipolar or something. And she's deliberately trying to make this man live in hell. And again, like I said, man, you never been with a woman before, probably, until he got that money. You jumped at the first thing that was throwing it at you, and he got you in this situation. Bad decisions. Somebody didn't prepare that man for this lifestyle. Somebody didn't talk to that man about all the things that having that money, playing in the NBA, and having a type of control and power that he actually has. They didn't tell him how to use it, man. I feel sorry for the young man, because now he's learning the hard way. He's probably stressed out. I mean, I would be, if I was in his shoes with all this stuff going on, I would be stressed out. Same thing for Travis Hunter. Let's talk about Travis Hunter, because Travis Hunter just got drafted, man, by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the NFL. Travis Hunter, playing for Coach Prime for Colorado Buffaloes, both ways, is a phenomenal talent. Travis Hunter is a phenomenal talent, bro. But just like Zion, Travis Hunter was a nerd that you could tell never even been with a female before, let alone a beautiful female. So this girl that he got with, that he considered his dream girl, even though his earlier advances, she came out, she admitted this. She came out and she said that she didn't even like him at first. She turned him down, had him sitting in the DM on red for like a year. Didn't even like the dude at first. She didn't start liking Travis Hunter until she realized he was good at football. And she realized he was really that dude. That's when she decided to give Travis Hunter a shot. All the clues that Travis Hunter needed to see that this woman really wasn't into him for who he really was, there was there. All the red flags was there. But again, when you're talking about a young man straight from college, from high school, never been with a woman, a nerd, a book smart guy, video game head, never been exposed to no female with this type of game. All he see is love. And so he went ahead and married her. Before he played his first NFL game, he got married to this girl, which automatically puts her up. If they get a divorce, she gets half of his money. She gets half of his money to get a divorce right now. She secured her future before he could go out there and even get hurt. That's how smart she is. But this dude, he didn't even have the patience to wait and say, babe, let's go ahead and wait until we, let's wait until I get in the NFL, get situated, this, that, and the third. He let this girl rush him into getting married before he played his first down on an NFL football field. And I think it was stupid, man. I think it was stupid. All the red flags. This girl was in videos with other dudes. She literally has showed him in so many ways that she don't really rock with him, man. Even at the draft, she didn't stand up. She ain't feeling him like that. She not feeling him like that. and everybody can see it. Everybody tried to tell him. And I know I found myself feeling bad for him too, because I'm like, damn, everybody coming down on the man because everybody see that this girl not for him, and he don't see it. He getting defensive on the internet, trying to talk back to everybody about y'all don't know my life and we've been together for all this time and y'all don't know us. But brother, we don't have to know you to see the red flags. The red flags are so huge that looking on the camera through the internet, we can see the red flags. How can't you see it and you right next to her? That's the question. You right next to her, but you can't see the flags? Come on, man. Come on, Travis. So, all right, cool. Got married. That's his wife now. Here's what I got to say to that. Despite the fact that he didn't take heed to the red flags, despite the fact that he didn't notice that she didn't really want him for real outside of his talent and now his money, I wish them well, because guess what? Even some of the most fairy tale love stories don't last to the end. They don't last to the end. I mean, so it's no guarantees that they won't last a long time. I hope they do. I'm speaking from a standpoint prior is that you got to take every opportunity to see the red flags and not make a bad decision if you can. You don't go into a situation with everything that you need to know it's a bad deal and you still go in there. So when it falls down, you can't say you didn't know. Everybody gonna sit back and say, I told you so. So that's my whole thing. But now that they're married, I wish them well. I truly wish them well, I hope she keep it real with him. I hope she stay faithful to him. I hope that they have a great lifestyle, kids and stuff like that, and the whole nine. I don't wish nothing bad for Travis Hunter and his new lady. I just want to say that. But when it comes to identifying the red flags, we definitely have to be vigilant as men as well as women when we see the red flags. You can't just skip past certain type of stuff like that, Then you look at, we're going more into relationships. We talk about what just happened I just found out that Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner, they got married a couple of months ago. I just found out that they got a divorce. They ain't even been married for 60 days. They ain't been married for 60 days. How in the hell this dude parading this girl all over the internet like he found his Cleopatra or something, and she parading with him, but she's now transitioned to the Muslim faith, and I hope she's sincere about that. But personally, I see her as an opportunist, man. I see Brittany Renner as an opportunist. She would do anything, say anything, play any role that she got to play to get that bag. That's how I feel about Brittany Renner. That's what I've seen from her so far. I don't expect nothing less. Why would I? When somebody show you who they are, you got to believe them until they show you otherwise. So as far as I'm concerned, man, Kevin Gates had no business messing with that female in the first place. Not on that level. Man, you seen this girl history? You seen what this girl been doing? Come on, man. Come on, bro. You left Drika Gates, potentially one of the coolest females on the internet, or that everybody thinks she's an awesome person. You left her for a known hoe? Come on, man. Make that make sense. Somebody make that make sense. I don't understand it. You don't go from up here to somebody down there. We saw Brittany Renner's situation. We saw what she did to PJ Washington, basketball player for Charlotte Hornets. Now he plays for Dallas Mavericks. We saw what she put him through on the internet. The man trying to see his child. She coming at him, disrespecting him all over the internet. Nasty, ugly back and forth between them two. We saw what she did to all the other cases, constantly shaking her butt. And she had an interview, I believe, with Charleston White. Jumped out on top of the man. Just freaky nasty. Just, man, come on, man. That's your wife? That's the woman that you looked at and you said, I'm going to make her my wife? Listen, okay, so this this goes to a bigger picture. This goes to a bigger conversation, because we have a conversation all the time about, should your past matter? A lot of men, a lot of women feel like a man shouldn't be concerned about how many partners that they've been with, how many partners that they slept with before them. Some guys say it don't matter. Most guys say it damn sure matter. And I don't think it matters to the point that where most men, and I'm talking about real life, not the internet stuff. In real life, most men probably won't ask a female how many men you've been with, for real. But if it was out there and they found out, especially before they got with you, that you've been around, you better believe they're not going to deal with you. That shit matters, man. Stop going around here thinking that don't matter. Like you could just go out here and just bang the whole block and think that shit not going to matter. Don't nobody want wife, nothing like that. Don't no man want to be with no woman that's been with every damn man or so many men. I had this wild lifestyle or this irresponsible history. Don't no man want to be with a woman that's been had by all these different men. One thing about a man is a man wants to protect his woman, he wants to protect his family. So if a man is with a woman that is moving foul, he's not going to feel that he's not going to be comfortable protecting her when other men know private information about her. Okay? And that's just the way it goes, man. I can understand if a woman feel the same way. I get it. But keep in mind, though, it's definitely a double standard. It's not equal at all. Men and women are not created equal. And I'm not about to come up here and act like that's a thing. Men and women are not created equal, okay? So some of these roles, these gender roles, some of them have to be split up now. I'm not denying that at all, but I'm talking about the dynamic between a man and a woman and why there's a double standard. A woman can get pregnant and she can only carry one child. I'm going to break it down to the basics. She can only carry a child for 9 months. A man, on the other hand, a man can impregnate a whole village in that 9-month period of time. And by that 9th or 10th month, it's probably going to be 30, 40, 50 women having babies. Because a man can do that. A man has the ability to do that. I'm sorry. A man has the ability, not that he should, but he could. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, we're not going to get too deep into that right now, y'all. I just want to talk about the fact that your past matters, okay? When it comes to Brittany Renner, if Kevin Gates would have looked at it from her past, he probably would have never made that mistake in the first place. I don't know what the issue was. I don't know why they got a divorce. I don't know how she's living her life privately now that she's converted to Islam. I don't know. I can't say that. But I will say the past is the best teller of your future. You know, you can tell what a person going to do in the future if you look at their past. And that's going to be right 90% of the time. You know, until you prove me wrong, that's the methodology I'm going to use to determine who I'm dealing with. You dig? But yeah, y'all. So we got to speak on it. And I want y'all to join me regularly. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of conversations, a lot of things I want to talk about, a lot of, situations that we got to work through and talk about, man. There's a lot of things going on. Like I said, we got to speak on it. We got to speak on it. I want everybody to, definitely hit the like button if you can before you leave, and subscribe to the channel again. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about what I said. If you agree with me, or if you don't, talk to me in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think about anything that I say that you disagree with. Let's have the conversation and let's do it, and follow me, and let's connect on the next episode. And we're going to get up, man. Until next time, I'm going to holler, man.